twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket trainless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, take us that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the praise. fight you in name, the name of the flag. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say just that star spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the brave, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, welcome back, race fans. Tonight, the Downforce Racing Series unloads for round number 6, season 13 at the tricky Triangle of Pocono. Presented to you all by MaxspeedTV, getting about to the halfway mark, roughly 15 races in the season. We are at round 6, so roughly about one more race, which will be next week at Talladega. We will be halfway there, and then of course getting down into the final half of the season. We do have one road course, it looks like, on the schedule coming up. Watkins Glen. I know that's one of my brother's favorite road courses. So I do see him out there in chat. Brendan Kennedy, see you out there as well. But let's go ahead and get down into it here tonight. Of course, they are in qualifying here already. 4 laps of qualifying. A little unique thing that they do. Just give some time to get some heat built up and get the best time that they can. I do have the point standings up coming in too tonight with Jeff Hollingsworth in the top spot, moving up a spot there at 264. Chris Gutierrez up a spot as well into second, 254. 10 back behind Jeff. Bentley down 2 into third at 239. 25 behind the leader and 15 behind Chris. Charlie Woods there up a spot into fourth at 214, 50 behind the leader and 25 behind Bentley. Keith Hanlon up a spot, cracking the top 5 and 5th at 205, 59 behind the leader, 9 behind Woods. Austin Williams down 2 into 6th at 198, 66 behind the leader and 7 behind Keith. Kevin Gunther going to stay where he's at in 7th at 181, 83 behind the leader, 17 behind Williams. John Anderson going to stay where he's at in 8th at 167, 97 behind the leader and 14 behind Gunther. Mike Whitaker likewise going to stay where he's at in 9th at 166, 98 behind the leader and 1 behind Anderson. Kyle Vincent Gilbert up 2 spots into that 10th position at 160, 104 behind the leader and 6 behind Whitaker. And Terry Adams down a spot into 11th at 152, 112 behind the leader and 8 behind Gilbert. And Bill English is down a spot into 12th at 132, 132 points behind the leader, but only 20 behind Terry. And that is, of course, your top 12. 2 races before we get a week off for Independence Day. Bringing up the pre-race analytics here tonight. An air temp of 66, track temp of 72, 80 laps, 200 miles. Stage 1, white at 20, checkered at 21. Stage 2, white at 40, checkered at 41. No tire limits, 100% fuel. Remember, this track is 2.5 miles long as well, so they will have to pit some guaranteed. A pit road here is 55 miles an hour with a pace speed of 75 here tonight. Should be a good race. Not a huge field, but big enough for Pocono. does look like 14 drivers here tonight. Let's go ahead and get the qualifying times back up here. And we're yelling already. Does look like right now Chris Gutierrez up in the top spot. Now Chris has got 2 wins on the season back at Homestead. That was one of the races that I missed. That was the race that I missed. And then he come back at Kentucky last week and bring it home into victory lane. And he is looking to get another win here tonight, go back to back. Kyle Vincent Gilbert has a win at Michigan, and Bentley Glacier won the first 2, Las Vegas and at Phoenix. But we've only had, well, in 5 races, 3 different winners. Are we going to see a 4th different tonight, or will one of these other drivers bring it home into victory lane? It does look like we do have Chris out there, and it looks like Kyle. Yeah, well, Kyle, he just took over the top spot here. Well, it does look like Kyle and Chris are up in the 1-2 position right now. I do not see Bentley, so I don't know where Bentley has been hanging out and about here, but Kyle right now up in the top. It looks like Hollingsworth is on his final lap. Charlie, looked like Charlie had one more lap left. Looks like Lonnie will be completed here momentarily. Kevin, I believe, does have a lap if he wants to take it. John is done. And it looks like Bill English and Mike Whitaker have yet to come out on the racetrack. But coming down to the final 4 minutes left here, folks. Who's your pick? Is it going to be Kyle or Chris? 2 of the 3 winners this season already. Or is it going to be somebody else here in the victory lane? Well, throw your picks out there and we'll see. Well, we'll definitely get to them. 3, 4 of you out there tuning in here tonight. 1 like so far, but we're not technically done. I don't think Bill and Mike will qualify, but they could surprise me. So we'll give it about a minute and a half here before we get our pole setter, Kyle Vincent Gilbert, down here. But how is everybody doing out there here in YouTube land tonight? It's hot, I tell you. You are out working in this heat. Y'all definitely need to be careful. folks, we're back, and we're racing here at Pocono. We just got back, and I haven't even fully got everything up and running here either, but we are racing and back up and running, of course, as well. So let me go ahead and finish launching everything. We didn't really miss anything. We'll try to get Kyle Vincent down to here once we're able to maybe get an interview in. But I think I've got everything back up and running, hopefully. Right now, Kyle Vincent, our pole sitter. Chris Gutierrez started second in second. Jeff third in third. Charlie fifth and started fifth and fourth. Lonnie Barrington started in fourth and fifth, so we do have a couple of changes all right now, but one lap down, and Kyle Vincent Gilbert is going to lead the first lap here tonight. All you'll see the cars go white, but they are just Trading Paints is updating is all, but we are back. Like Chris falling back to third, Jeff up to second, getting back here toward the back. Looks like Bob Lacavara moving up a spot there into 11. Man, some of these drivers getting really close to the wall already. John Anderson, Kevin Gunther right there. Looks like battle for the lead. Hollingsworth and Kyle battle for that top spot. Kyle's gonna lead another lap, but not by much. Jeff Hollingsworth right there. We'll see what happens down into turn number one. Jeff taking the low side, but Kyle running that mid-line. Like he'll get the launch out, and here comes Jeff. Probably gonna try to put a little pressure on him. I wouldn't do it too awfully early, but yeah, well, that's Jeff for you. Lonnie Barrington in the 10 car to the inside is Dave Hunt, who started 6th, battling there with that 10, like I said, for that 5th position, and Dave will take that position away. Let's go ahead and get the stage number back down here. Not a whole lot of side-by-side going on yet. A lot of single file. 80 laps may not seem like a whole lot, but around Pocono, it's a little long. Not the laps ain't long, but it is a little long. Not easy doing 80 laps around Pocono. Although these guys have 100% fuel and no tire limits, but still, nevertheless, they gotta be careful. You will take tires regardless, especially under yellow. Jeff about 3/10 back. Looks like, ooh, Chris Walker coming around Terry, and it looks like Mike is also going to get around Terry there. TDA, Terry Adams. All right, 6 laps. Kyle has led the 5 up door to door. 227.97. Hollingsworth and Jeff Hollingsworth. Man, they going at it up here. Looks like PK didn't make it here tonight. Oh, Jeff coming out of the corner there, back in, wanted to let loose. Into the flattest of the corners here, turn 3. Then you have the tunnel turn, which is turn 2. And of course, turn 1, which they're coming up to it right now. And a little spread out back there toward the back, but this top is not all right here together. Austin Williams coming around Lonnie Barrington. Austin up to 6th. Ooh. Watching a good battle here between Williams and Hunt, number 15 and the number 53. And Austin up to 5th. Kevin Gunther in 6th. Jeff has led 2 laps here. Was able to get up and lead 2 laps. Kyle back up front. Chris up to 3rd. Charlie 4th. Austin Williams, Kevin Gunther. Kevin moving up from 9th to 6th in 9 laps. Oh, about a lap. About a position a lap. Steve Hunt, Lonnie Barrington. That's just right behind him. Keith Hanlon. Gary at it again. Gary falling back. Keith in around him. The pumpkin machine. Bill English right behind him there at the tail end. In 15th, hanging out. All right, we're getting in about 10 laps. We'll be already at stage 1 here. Watching Kevin Gunther and Austin Williams go at it door to door for 5th. Oh, 31. Got a little squirrely there for a second. And Kevin all over the tail of the 15. Mike, oh no! 23 of Chris Walker going around. Our first caution of the evening here. Oh no, what happened to Chris? Wow, I did not expect a caution, but Well, looks like there were some extracurricular activities going on there. See here, there's a 707. That is Mike Whitaker. And, ooh, I don't know if they touched, but that was real close. And definitely got some touchy-touchy going on there between the two. And that is going to send Chris Walker up into the wall. The 707 of Mike Whitaker is going to get some damage as well. Yeah, some significant right front damage. Chris is going to get some damage as well. Well, this is going to change things a little bit because coming up on the stage, you would think they would all come down pit road, but we'll see. Track position may be key. Through the tunnel turn here, we'll get Kyle Vincent up here and have a chit chat with him for his pole interview. We'll wait until they, of course, make their pit stops if they do. And it looks like Kyle is going to lead them all down pit road. No fake outs. Nope, tires definitely probably going to be key factor. Looks like Keith Hanlon, though, is going to stay out. Right. Well, everybody coming off pit road. Gonna be Jeff Hollingsworth, Kevin Gunther, Lonnie Barrington. No, Kyle Vincent Gilbert. Lonnie Barrington, Dave Hunt, Austin Williams, Chris Gutierrez, Charlie Woods, John Anderson, Bob Lacavara, Terry Adams, Bill English, Chris Walker, and Mike Whitaker is coming out as we speak. So let's go ahead and see if we can get Kyle down here real quick. All right. Kyle Vincent, buddy, got a copy.
I gotcha.
Well, congratulations on the pole out here tonight, man. You've led the first 10 laps. You find yourself back in fourth right now after the pit stop there with the yellow ducky, as I've been calling them nowadays. But, man, how's Pocono feeling for the first, 10, 11 laps out there? And, man, how's the clean air, of course?
The draft is strong. I can see Jeff can catch me if I make the smallest mistake, drive it in too far. And when I got behind him there, I was able to draft up to him and get right back past him. So I kind of messed it up on pit road there. I don't think I'll ever get used to these cup cars on stopping in pit lane. So we'll see if I can get back up front.
Oh, so the draft is very, very strong.
Very.
Oh, wow. Well, it looks like we might have some. Well, we've already had some super speedway action with you and Mr. Hollingsworth, and then a few other battles going on back behind you. So maybe more of an interesting Pocono race than what we've had in the past with everybody getting spread out. I don't foresee that unless, we go, green, after the second stage.
Yeah, it'll probably spread out after the second stage ends, but we'll see. It'll be a fun race.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, Kyle, good luck down there. And, of course, again, congratulations on the pole this evening.
It's a rare one. Thank you.
All right. Well, Kyle Vincent Gilbert, now he's going to restart in fourth here. Keith Hanlon, now, did stay out. He will lead a lap. Jeff Hollingsworth is going to be on the outside of him. It'll be interesting to see these fresher tires against a driver that doesn't have fresher tires. Alrighty, here we go, folks. Pace car is off and away. Keith Hanlon on the loud pedal, and we are back here tonight at Pocono. Round number 6 of the Downforce Racing Series. Craig, how you doing out there, buddy? And there goes Hollingsworth diving it down to the inside. Oh! And Jeff's not going to be able to get around the 17 yet. Here comes Kyle Vincent. Kevin Gunther. Kyle up to second. Now battle for third between Kevin and Jeff. Jeff is going to keep that spot. Getting back here toward the middle of the pack. Charlie Woods, John Anderson, Bob Lacovara right there with Terry Adams. It looks like the 56 not going to fight Charlie too much. Bob Lacovara now going to get around Terry on the outside. And Bob, it looks like he is going to scoot himself to the inside maybe of John Anderson. Look at it. Battle for the lead. Battle for 6th. Man, oh man. Keith, Kyle, Jeff, Kevin, all going at it up there. Man, we got battling going everywhere. Now, John pulling it back. Oh, something happened to John here. Bill English fighting Chris Walker. They do get 3 fast repairs for everybody that does not know. Whoa, Kyle! Boy, Kyle got loose. Yeah, that is definitely going to upset that car and allow Keith to take back over the lead. Jeff up to second. Now Kevin Gunther is going to be fighting Kyle Vincent here for third. Well, who's got the bird's eye view of that is Dave Hunt. And, of course, Chris Gutierrez right there as well. Ooh, wiggle, wiggle. And, oh, boy, that 227. Putting some pressure on the 31 there. Jeff looking to the inside of Keith. Whoa, man, Keith, you're making me nervous there. Oh, Dave Hunt got wide as well. And looks like Walker falling back behind John here. Chris might not like what he's seeing up there and decided to pull back. However, though, it's Keith Hanlon here. Lap number 18. White flag, folks, will fly when they hit lap number 20 for the stage. You know, Keith Hanlon right now, boy, if he can, oh man, he got loose, and that's going to allow Hollingsworth to get to his outside. Oh, Jeff is going to, oh no, 1797. Oh, and they're still wrecking out there, too, here, folks. Oh. This is not what you want to see here, but 17 got loose and lost that position. It looked like there. Yeah, it got a little started to go a little sideways there, it looked like, maybe. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Now, I can't really tell, but that's what it looked like. And then down into right there. Contact made, and then the 31 going to get some damage. Both the 1797 up into the wall. And then you get back here to Jeff Hollingsworth. He gets hit again. He gets hit by the 10 of Lonnie Barrington. Lonnie nowhere to go. Oh, man. And heavy, heavy damage. how in the world is Jeff Hollingsworth able to drive that car? The front wheels are not even spinning. Yeah, I don't know. That was very, very close. I don't know. Oh, and Jeff's engine just popped. Now, Jeff does have a reset. He's got 3 resets, so... Oh, and I don't know if he's going to be able to make it. Oh, can he make it into his pit box here without having to tow? And it looks like the stage, that is the stage here. So, let me see here what is going on. But I believe that is the stage. All right, folks. Well, I don't know if that was the stage or not. I do believe it was. However, I will not interview anybody because I don't know exactly who got the stage. I was more concentrated on the battles. But lap 20 would be white flag. Next time would be checkered. So... I would assume that would be stage 1 completed. We'll get set for stage 2 here. And Dave Hunt, though, up front, did not come down. Chris didn't come down. However, everybody else behind him did. So, yeah, technically this would be checkered flag. So, oh, that will be the one to go. And that'll put Dave Hunt, Chris Gutierrez, Kevin Gunther, Austin Williams, Kyle Vincent Gilbert, top 5. Everybody, though, still in the race. All 15 drivers. Several drivers have had to use a reset already, unfortunately. It is going to be, oh, we'll see Austin Williams there in 3rd. He started 7th. Kyle Vincent right there as well. Charlie started 5th, so he's hanging out pretty much right where he started. He's in 6th. Oh, pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road once again. Stage 2 underway after that caution. Here we go, folks. Stage 2. Dave Hunt into the start zone. He's going to go. Green is out. Now everybody can go. Of course, once Dave goes, then everybody can go. Taking at it, look here. Look at Lonnie already. And he was battling here with Terry. Oh, Chris. Looks like Chris either locked up his brakes or started to get loose, but I've seen smoke come off that car. Seen battle of, whoa, we got a very close battle up here. Whoa, Kevin Gunther tagging the wall there with Dave Hunt. Austin Williams there, Kyle Vincent. We're going to have to watch right here. Boy, Austin's pushing the issue. Oh, I thought Austin was going to go take it 3 wide there, but he didn't, man. But I would not put it. Oh, my golly, look what's going on here. And these four right here making it interesting. You throw Charlie in the mix here, too, because he is right there. He's got a bird's eye view of the battles of Batul and Battles ahead of him. There's a battle back behind him brewing as well. Lonnie Barrington, here we go. 3 wide. No, not yet. Oh, well, I'm gonna go ahead and call that 3 wide. Lonnie, Terry, Keith Hanlon, dang near 3 wide with them 3. 3 wide with them 2. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense. So I don't think you can go 3 wide with 2 people. You can go 2 wide, but not 3. Bob Lacavara, John Anderson. Like these two doing a little bit of piggling back here together. Already talked to Kyle. He said that that draft is huge. So Chris Gutierrez up front. He's led 2 laps now. Kevin up to 2nd. Kyle 3rd. Austin 4th. Dave 5th. Charlie 6th. It does look like. Yeah, Dave Hunt kind of fell back a little bit, but Chris on the same stint, really, as Dave Hunt, about 11 laps. That's not really affecting Chris much. So Charlie and Austin going at it, though. The 40 and the 15 back here for 5th. Battle for 2nd, Kyle Vincent, Kevin Gunther. That didn't last but a second. Kyle back up to 2nd there, Kevin 3rd. Lots of battling back here. Lonnie Barrington, Hollingsworth making his way back up to 7th. 1 pickle at a time. Oh, 707. No, that was the 10. That was Lonnie. Lonnie tagging the wall. Sorry, Mike. I'm picking on Mike, and Mike ain't even doing nothing. Sorry, Mike. Didn't mean to. We've got a kind of like a baby blue Busch Light car there of Lonnie. And then you get back here to Whitaker, and I can't tell exactly what he's running. Pinnacle something. From a distance, it looks like they're kind of running the same paint if you're looking at them very quickly. But they're running different paints, so sorry, Mike. All right. Got it now. Jeff up to 6th. He did get around Austin there for that. Now Jeff is on his, got his eyes set on Charlie Woods here. Old Charles. Charlie Charles is what I call him. The reason I do that is because in the sim here, I almost called it a game. Oh man, broadcaster calling it a game. That's not a good thing. The sim here, he's known as Charles, but in TeamSpeak, he's known as Charlie. So I just go with the flow and call him Charlie Charles. I don't think he minds. Couple of battles going on though here real quick. Mike Whitaker, John Anderson. Looks like Keith Hanlon trying to get around Lonnie, and he does just that. Whoa, Bob got a little squirrely there. Got that out of the corner of my eye. Let's get it straightened back out. Well, he saves another rubber ducky from coming out. In traffic, that definitely would have run out of caution. But Chris still leading the way. Kyle there. P2, and now Kevin's under fire here from Dave Hunt. They go door to door out of turn number turn 2. Oh, that was turn 1. This is turn 2. Boy, Pocono gets me confused sometimes. Man, we're going to watch Dave. All right, it looks like Kevin not going to fight him right now. Boy, Charlie Charles, though. Man, in that 40, he's coming. He's coming. So is Jeff Hollingsworth. He has caught up to the 40, 31, and the 53. We'll definitely keep an eye on Jeff. But Chris still leading the group here. Kyle not letting him get too far ahead, only about 4/10 of a second, 4.5 tenths of a second, roughly, behind him. So technically still in the draft of him. I'm gonna watch 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th right here. Evan Gunther. Ooh, Dave Hunt coming around him. Evan Gunther, Early Woods, and Jeff Hollingsworth all crammed together like a can of sardines right here. All these guys right here, and back there even behind them, starting with Keith Hanlon. Looks like Keith has got some company with Austin. Lonnie, Mike. See, now these two are pretty close together. John, Bob, kind of hanging out. Oh, he's behind John about 8/10 of a second. So, but any mistake by John or Mike or anybody up here, Bob definitely be able to get back up to him. Terry as well. So by far, not even really anybody's race. You can't really say, you know, who's gonna get it and who ain't, but man, this right here, this sardine can right here is still going on. Led by the 53 of Dave Hunt, Kevin Gunther, Hollingsworth, and Charlie. Oh, man, we don't want that can to be open, though. Man, that 97 all over the 31. Man, Hollingsworth all over the back of Kevin Gunther there for a moment. Gave that 31 a little shove, I would say. Now got a little bit of a gap there between Gunther and Hunt, but Hollingsworth right there. I mean, they're still 2/10 to about a 10th behind one another. Oh, Jeff. Got to stay off that wall there, brother. Charlie hanging out. See here. Let's go cockpit here for a moment. On Charlie. Get an idea of what these guys are having to deal with here. We'll even take a look here while we're on Charlie at the track temp, which is only 78, so not really that warm at all. Maybe just Pocono being Pocono. All right, so Gunther, Hunt, and Hollingsworth kind of got a gap now to Charlie, Heath. There's Austin. Getting a little spread out, not too much, but a little bit. Bob's got a little bit of company here with Hanover. Terry Adams. I'm so used to calling him Hanover. We'll check out Bob and Hanover here. Very good around of turn 1. Oh, this dadgum tunnel turn. And if you're not careful, it'll bite you. All right, well, let's see here. Hollingsworth now trying to get around Dave here for that P4 position at the stripe. I do believe, yeah, Dave had it. But Jeff, let's see what he does down into one here. Is he going to stay to the inside? Well, Dave's going to drop it down in front of him. Looks like Jeff's going to go to the outside, but Dave also going to go to the outside as well. Oh, looks like, I wouldn't say similar lines, but coming out of the corner, pretty much the same line. Now down into two. Looks like running pretty much the same line into two and out of two. We'll see what they do in three here. Three is the problem corner. Boy, Jeff launches it in there. Oh, he's got to slow down a little bit. Oh, he almost got into the back there of Dave Hunt, but Jeff knows where the front end of that car is, and I don't know how he does it, but he does it. Like Kevin Gunther, and ooh, somebody sliding down. Who was that? Oh, Chris Walker there, sliding down. Man. Right, so, man. It's like turn three is kind of being the problem child out here tonight. All right, getting closer to the stage, and a battle back here between Hollingsworth and Kyle there for fourth. Kyle has the lead, well, he led the first 10 laps. Finds himself in fifth right now. Hollingsworth has led 2. He's back up into fourth. Chris has led 14 laps. Once he took over the lead, he never looked back, and he has got that clean air, and really nobody behind him other than Kevin Gunther, who is just a little over a second behind him. But really, Chris, just right now, I would say, needs to just hit his marks. Yes, I'm talking about you, Chris, so don't mess up. I think if Chris hits his marks, I think he'll be good to go. Well, I say that, and old Kevin now cutting into that lead a little bit, under a second. Looks like Hanover and Bob battling it out back here for 12th, side by side, the 5 and the 69. Ooh. Hanover gets a little below the apron there, and I think Bob got close to the wall. Evan now 7/10 of a second behind Chris. Oh, Kevin in the draft. Man, I need to talk to one of these guys to see exactly how far back you can pick up the driver ahead of you, because Kevin kind of knocked it down. Well, now he's starting to lose it a little bit. Back up to a little over 8. Watching Hollingsworth here with Dave Hunt, a battle for third. It's like Charlie, Kyle, Keith. Yep. Got another sardine pack back here as well. These three close together. All right. Well, Don Anderson, Mike Whitaker, Lonnie Barrington. Wow. And Austin Williams even right up ahead of them. So we do got a couple of packs going on. Lap 39. All Chris has got to do is just hang on for 2 more laps. Oh, really? White flag. This coming up time by. Get around 3 turns safely. Coming through the tunnel turn now. And this time by, folks, lap number 40. White flag is in the air. We will have a 1 to go here for the stage. Caution comes out now. Of course, it will be over. Evan Gunther, Dave Hunt, Jeff Hollingsworth, and Charlie Woods rounding out the top 5 right now with the white flag of the stage in the air. Lonnie Barrington, John Anderson going at it back here for 10th. Guaranteed a top 15 for everybody out here. 15 drivers came into the facility here tonight, and that's how many we started with, and that's still how many we got out here. 15. Getting back up on Chris here as he makes his way into turn number 3. Here comes Kevin Gunther down to the half a second, but I don't think there's enough track left. Nope. Chris Gutierrez gonna grab stage 2 here tonight. All right, halfway into the race here tonight, and Chris picks up stage 2 victory. We'll get Chris down here in a moment for his interview. He was out there 28 laps. Man, that'd be a good time to talk about those tires and how it felt. Man. All right, he is going to bring him down pit road. Ooh. 31 had to slow down a little bit. All right, here we go. Round the pit stops. They cannot go the distance, I do not believe. 2.5 miles. 100% fuel. We're looking at 35, 36 laps. Man, that might be close. We will definitely get that information from Chris if we can. If he'll give it to us. He might not give it to us. It does look like he is going to be the second one off of pit road here. So let's go ahead and pull him down here real quick. Chris, buddy, do you have a copy? You are muted in TeamSpeak, by the way. All right. Well, no, you can hear me, so wave your car at me if you cannot talk. All right, you cannot talk. All righty. Well, Chris, congratulations on the stage victory out here tonight, buddy. And good luck for the rest of the race. You're going, trying to get your 3rd win and back-to-back. So, Chris, good luck, man. All right. Well, that is Chris Gutierrez. Unfortunately, cannot talk. So, we won't get to talk to him, but what we will do is we'll talk to this guy right here and see how his race is going for him. Dave Hunt, buddy, got a copy?
Hey, I got a copy, Josh.
All righty, man. Well, you're setting in third, started sixth. Man, it's been a crazy super speedway Pocono out here tonight, buddy.
It's a fun one, isn't it? It's just hard to pass, so.
Yeah, hard to pass. You know, I know you guys are getting double file here, but we got a minute. You know, usually Pocono, it produces some great racing until you guys get spread out. But, you know, I see a couple of packs that's really, you know, you'll get spread out. But then you got these packs, you know, 2, 3, 4 cars spread out, but they're there together from the other pack. You know, what's it like racing around one another, you know, with the way, you know, how it is hard to pass, and how's tires holding up for you?
Well, I think the tires are holding up okay. I just trying to take it as easy as I can here on them. And racing around everybody seems to be minding their P's and Q's here, and it's seems to be a lot of fun, showing a lot of respect. So really fun racing with all the drivers here in the DRS League.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, you know, not a huge field, but, you know, it's Pocono, it's summertime, you know, people doing their things, but, you know, everybody, all 15 of them out here that, you know, wanted to come out here and race, you know, the season getting down to that halfway mark here in about another race, Talladega next week. So that'll be like the halfway mark for the season. So, man, this season's going by fast, but, you know, we still got some racing left to do out here tonight at Pocono. Biggest question on fuel: can you guys go the rest of the way?
Depends on how good you can save it, I guess.
So it's that close.
It's that close.
Wow. All right, we'll just leave it at that. Dave Hunt, man, gonna restart P3 here, buddy. Good luck out there, bud.
Appreciate it, Josh. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. All right, well, you heard it from Dave. Depends on how good you are saving. All right, well, let's see. Coming to lap 44. Haven't got there up in the top spot. Here we go. He's on the loud pedal, and everybody else is too. We're backing away here tonight for the Downforce Racing Series, Season 13, Round 6, here at Pocono, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. I am not even going to give it a lap. Let's go ahead and do it here, folks, if we can. And I do not have a crank it up cam here. Dadgum. All right, well, we'll just go cockpit crank it up. How about we start with, well, Jeff Hollingsworth. Here we go, folks. Well, this is going to change it. We do have a caution here. And, oh, Chris Gutierrez. Oh, it was Chris. Oh, and he didn't even talk to me. And unfortunately, he got bit by the MaxspeedTV curse out here. Looks like coming out of third. Man, turn 3 has been the horrible corner for these guys, and yeah, he looped it out of 3 here, and somehow, some way, I don't know how everybody got around him. He locked it up and just let everybody just went. Most drivers went high, and then I think I seen the 227 go low, but man, oh man, he does keep it off the wall though, so that is a good thing. But those tires for that 6 definitely gonna be shot. You know they're brand new. But lap 45 of 80. We'll go ahead. We've had okay, so stage 1 ended under caution, so we'll count it. That would be 3 so far. -1 for the stage, 4 in total, 7 caution laps, 36 laps to go, 7 lead changes, and of course, like I said, we heard it from Dave that, you know, if you can save fuel, you'd be able to make it. Now with this caution and they're coming down pit road, do they have to save any, or can they make it? Well, I don't know. Let's go ahead and see if maybe we can talk to, well, do we bring him up? He's sitting on pit road. Didn't get to interview him last week. Well, let me see here. How about we go with, man, I can't talk to Chris. How about we go with Keith? Maybe Austin. Where is Austin? Man, there he is. Austin, got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm trying to go through the field here and figure out who I want to interview. I mean, it's Pocono, so...
Yeah.
Big track, man, 2.5 miles, man, and from what it sounds like, it's very, very, very hard to pass out there, and the draft is, you can pick up some major draft out there, but, you know, how's your racing going for you? Right now, looks like it's going pretty good, bud. Talk about it.
Yeah, we stayed out this time because I don't think we need to go in just yet, but yeah, it's hard to pass. The best passing point is in the tunnel turn, and it's barely at that. And then you have the drafting, and you can side draft and you can pull each other way back on the front stretch.
Well, how far back from somebody can you pick up that draft from the driver ahead of you? Have you figured that out yet?
I have not really, maybe like 3 car lengths or so.
Okay.
Not too far back.
Okay,
It
so
ain't like a Talladega or a Daytona.
so it's probably roughly at about a 5 or 6 seconds. You could still grab the draft off of the driver.
Yeah.
Okay, so about the same. Okay, yeah. So that sounds about right. Now, if you have a driver behind you pushing you, does that help any at all?
Yeah, it does help.
Okay.
It don't turn you sideways. It does help.
Yeah, we've already seen that a few times out here tonight.
Yeah.
All righty, Austin. Well, good luck down there, bud. You're sitting in second right now. We've still got, you know, a ways to go, man. So good luck, buddy. And, man, hopefully it doesn't bite you. This interview doesn't bite you like it did Chris just now. So,
Yeah. Appreciate it.
yeah, good luck, man. All right. Well, that is Austin Williams here. Now, if I had time, I'd go ahead and pull another driver down here, but I don't have time yet. So we'll try to catch the next one here, and guess I'll do eeny, meeny, miny, mo here and figure out who else we're going to interview. Yes, folks, I still do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So, Keith Hanlon, Austin Williams, Mike Whitaker, John Anderson, Dave Ahine, Bob Lacavara, Chris Gutierrez, Kevin Gunther, Kyle Vincent Gilbert, Jeff Hollingsworth, rounding out our top 10. Carla Woods, Lonnie Barrington, Hanover Fitz, Chris Walker, and Bill English, rounding out the top 15 and the 15-car field here tonight. Machine. I do want to give a big shout out to everybody out there that not only supports the Downforce Racing Series, Bob and Hanover and Mike and all the admins over here for what they do, but supports MaxspeedTV as well. Thank you everybody for tuning in here tonight. Not a big crowd out there in YouTube, but hey, thank you all for the likes and the support. We all do appreciate it. As that pace car dives off and into the safety pit road, Wolverine is already out. Here we go again. Steve up front. He's led 7-8 laps now as it updates there. And we've seen Keith up front earlier here in the race, and Austin Williams going to put some pressure on him already down to the turn number 1. Boy, we got action back here too. 3 wide real quick. Bob Lacavara was in the mix. He doesn't want it. He's going to be back up in that 3 wide as well. .707 of Whitaker. Let's kind of keep an eye out on kind of the mid-pack here. And Keith Hanlon still up front there, but man, oh man, you're talking about the giggle gaggle back here. Giggle gaggle. Where'd that come from? The cackle back here. And over. Lonnie in a battle for the lead now. He's going to keep that top position, but Austin was right there. Gutierrez. Whoa, these guys, man. Oh, don't they know they're still alive? Whoa, we got John's save it 56, and I believe he did. Wow, he does save it 707. And, oh no, they're wrecking up there. Oh, 227. Oh no. Oh no, man. We might have to rewind this a little bit further to figure out. I think what had happened was it kind of began around John. I'm not saying it's John's fault here, but I do believe it might have all started technically around John here. And yeah, we see John, as John was going sideways there. I don't know if he got tagged there or not by the 97 of Jeff. But yo, right there, yeah, looks like he got tagged a little bit. And I kind of set the stage for what happened afterwards here. 707 full speed ahead right into the back of the 56. And the 10. Ooh, so it went on Lonnie Barrington, but right here. Okay, so something happened right here between the 227 and the 97. Well, I guess that was the product of what happened here between the 97 and the 56 here. So okay, looks like 227. Oh, right there. Oh, yeah. And then the 3 gonna get a piece of it. And right there. Oh, man, there's where the 10 got involved. Looks like Hanover. Yeah, Hanover got a piece. Oh, Hanover took a lick as well. Ouch. Kyle Vincent Gilbert. Oh, man. Well, this, man, a lot of torn up vehicles out there, folks. All right, well, let's see here. Looks like Dave, Dave got a piece of it, and he's coming down pit road. Keith Hanlon is also going to take a shot down pit road here. Looks like Austin going to take over the top here. Austin is going to officially lead his first laps here tonight. Unfortunately, we cannot talk to Bill English as he is not here. Oh, let's see here. We can bring down here old, let's see, Mike. Oh, was it Mike or Lonnie that didn't like to talk? And I can't remember. Might have been Mike. I don't know. Let's bring old Lonnie down here real quick. Lonnie Barrington, buddy, got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, buddy. Well, we're gonna make it quick, man. Well, started 4th and 7th right now, man. How's your race going for you, though? Otherwise, bud.
Yeah, I've been falling back a bit. I don't know. I had a good grip on it, and then it's been sliding off on me. Some people getting positions on me.
Yeah,
but,
man.
Soldiering on.
Yeah, I hate it for you there. It looked like you, unfortunately, from what I've seen, had to, use your reset there, and it looked like it was your last one, man. We hate it. And I'm sure you hate it too, but, Pocono, it looks like to me it's become more of a super speedway type race. Are you feeling it?
Everything, but, I mean, there's not a whole lot of draft, but, yeah, we stay pretty tight, but you don't get that increased speed like you do at supers.
Yeah, well, man, we got about, it looks like, 40 to go, roughly. I'm looking at it right. Let's see here. Now, 80. 29 laps, yeah, 30, 29, somewhere right in there. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, bud. So do you have something for these guys?
Well, I got a new car, so we'll see if it helps.
Well, don't tear it up in the first 2 laps, okay?
I'll try not to.
All righty, buddy. Well, good luck down there, man. Pocono being Pocono here tonight, man, so good luck.
All right, see you.
Yeah. All right, well, that is Lonnie Barrington out there in the 10, man. It's so difficult to pull up drivers when they're involved in a wreck, and I know he was involved in that. It got, it got in there part of it, and, man, Well, let's see here. I do believe, yeah, he is the only one that has unfortunately had to use all three. Several of them are on the verge of using their third. Let's hope we don't see that. But we could. We could. Austin Williams, Chris, Kevin, Charlie, and Bob. That's our top five. One driver, one lap down. That was the 97 of Jeff Hollingsworth. He is somewhere on the track. Oh, he is in turn one, trying to catch up to the pack. They're coming into turn two right now, so we'll definitely be able to catch up to the tail end. You know, Jeff, right now, looking for a quick yellow. As long as he's not involved in it, he will be the lucky dog and get his lap back. Lap 52 of 80. Here we go. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. Austin Williams. Chris Gutierrez, that is our top line here, and Austin's on the loud pedal. I don't know what Chris was doing, but he got awful close to that wall, but we're back under green here tonight. And here we go with that 3 wide. Nope, no 3 wide yet. 3. See where he's at. There he is, battling near the 5 and Bob Lacamara. 3 wide quickly. Done it over with behind him. 227, 707, and I believe that might be the mix there. But I could be wrong. They keep jostling for positions and a battle for the lead between Austin Williams and Chris Gutierrez starting to heat up here. 31, Kevin Gunther. Got the bird's eye view right there, and there comes the 40 of Charlie. Top 4, breaking away a little bit from Bob, Kyle. Got battling back here to see if Bob does a crossover here. Well, he can't get really down. Dave Hunt was right there to the inside. Oh, Chris up on the wall again. Man. And here we go. That was Chris Walker, by the way, that was in the wall. Back up here to Chris Gutierrez, getting around Austin Williams. Chris back up front. Oh man. Boy, Chris really wanting this win. Fire. Oh, Bob's under fire. Somebody's under fire back here. Bob or Dave, maybe both of them. 5 into 53. Doing battling for 6. Might keep handling here as well with the 707 of Whitaker. Oh, 707. John Anderson also get up there. This looks like Chris Walker. What's going on with Chris? He is really battling Bob here, and even behind him, he's handling it. Mike Whitaker, they were going at it. John Anderson. Oh, John Anderson. Oh man, that's close. Bob also as well. Boy, man. Like John right there with the 707. Might not get into him. And then I think Bob got loose. And then, oh boy, how in the world did Bob not get into the 17 there? After the 17 plows the wall like a dump truck. Shoots back right in front of the 5. Boy, if I'm Bob Lacazara, I'm going to have to change my drawers. Man, that 17 hit that wall hard. Let's see here if we can check and see what the damage is on that. It does look like Keith Hanlon does is on YouTube as well, so we'll look at that here in just a second. But well, if he did hit it, he pancaked it, so it doesn't look like it's too bad. But Buster's Corner on YouTube, it looks like. Alrighty. Oh no! Chris Walker is in the wall, parked on the track. There is no caution here, though I cannot go back and look at it. But what I can do, maybe, is rewind and find out what happened to Chris. Because I just seen his speed all the way down, and yeah, wondering kind of what happened to the 23. Give me just a minute, folks, as I do rewind this here. It'll take it a minute to get to where it needs to be, but oh man, yeah, man, it's spinning. Oh, did he lose it coming out of the corner? And we don't have a yellow, so let's go ahead and kind of watch it here. Yeah, looks like he might have just lost it. And, yep, up into the wall he goes. He is coming down pit road as we're back up live. Chris Gutierrez, Austin Williams, Kyle Vincent Gilbert now. Here we go. Battle for second, potentially. Early Williams, Kevin Gunn, Ava Hunt, Keith Hanlon, Mike Whitaker, Bob Lacazara, John Anderson. Back here with Lonnie Barrington, and that battle for P2 is going to be right now Kyle Vincent Gilbert. Man, that was close between them two. Good Lord. Or between the wall and them two. And now here comes the 15 of Austin back to the outside. You know, Chris is probably thinking at this point, well, you guys just race it up and continue to race it up, and I'll just get further ahead of you. And a battle right behind our P2 and P3. Going to be Charlie Woods and Kevin Gunther. And I don't think Austin and Kyle are done. Boy, that 31 of Kevin right up to the rear end of the 227. Here comes Kevin to the inside of Kyle. Oh, we'll watch this one here. We are at the 20 to go mark here tonight. And 23 Eastern, 9:23 Central. I do believe, let me go ahead and look at it here. I do believe that some of them will still be at the cusp of making it. Some will probably just have enough fuel to make it. Will tires play a factor? Possibly could. If we do not get a yellow and we go green, tires definitely could play a role. Austin Williams has been out here 20 laps. When you look at it, that put him at about 39 on a full stint. Finish out the race if we stay green. As Kyle Vincent goes to the inside of the 15, and they're going to go door to door. And somehow the 15 and 227 managed to save that. Wow. And who got the roughest end of the stick on that one? Well, it looks like Austin Williams. He's going to fall back to 5th. As Kyle goes up to 3rd. Who came out of in that ordeal? Well, that would be Charlie, who gained a position there and went up to 4th. Right, Keith Hanlon, Mike Whitaker, they get back here, look at it, they're already done. John Anderson, Hanover as well. I get back here and they've already figured it out too. Bob Lacavara, falling back behind Whitaker. Golly, as soon as I get to them, they're gone. Well, Chris got about a second and a half lead now over Kevin and Kyle here battling for P2. We're going to watch this battle here between these two drivers. 31 dirt tracking it around it as he got on those alligators, rumble strips, whatever you want to call them, little rumbles there out of the corner. Man. Didn't allow Charlie to get up there to him, and Austin is back up here as well. Chris, 1.7 seconds ahead of Kyle now. A little bit of a breakaway between them, but still a gap there. Still keeping our eye out on, let's see here. Well, Kyle, Kevin, Austin, Charlie. Dave Hunt right there at about 8/10 back. And Mike Whitaker got some company with Keith Hanlon. Not too far back behind him. Knight, Bob Lacavara. And Lonnie Barrington. Right there with Hanover, John Anderson, Bill English, Jeff Hollingsworth, and Chris Walker. Jeff is actually right up here with, I believe, Bob. Yeah, not full position, but right there with the 5. And Chris Walker is all by his lonesome here, coming out of 3. As we are, of course, at that 15 to go. 4 laps here at Pocono. Just kind of keeping our eyes out here on the timing screen. go. Let's get back here with John Anderson and Hanover. And then I say that, and as soon as I say that, we got, well, we did have some action. So, yeah, Hanover Fish, John Anderson. Go ahead and watch these two. That is for position, by the way. That's for 11. Right now, Hanover has the spot. We'll see if he's able to keep it. And he is going to be able to hold off John for 11th. We'll keep an eye on it in the timing screen here. Do have to pay attention though here. Al Vincent, Charlie Woods, Dave Hunt. These three right here together. Kevin Gunther trying to get up to Chris. He is 1.4 seconds back, bringing Austin Williams right along with him. We'll keep an eye on it. And we'll also keep an eye out on a potential battle back here, maybe with Mike Whitaker. Well, that is Jeff Hollingsworth ahead of us. So, that is not for position, but still potentially could be a pass. Bob Lacavara and Lonnie Barrington, they do a quick battle here. P9. Well, where's everybody at? Where did everybody start? As we are at 11 to go here. Well, Chris Gutierrez is up the top spot here tonight in the number 6. He started second. He is currently in first. Evan Gunther just started on the inside of the top 10 and 9th. He is running B2 at the present time. Austin Williams started 7th. In that third position, the number 15, 227, Kyle Benson Gilbert started on pole, and he just smacked the wall there. Currently in 4th, trying to hold off Charlie Wood, started 5th in 5th. There is Dave Hunt now battling here with these three. Dave started in 6th, currently in 6th, but these three are in a battle right now. So we'll continue to watch it. Dave Hunt didn't get around Charlie there for 5th. Charlie back into that 6th position. Dave Hunt looking to get around Kyle here for 4th. Mike Whitaker started 14th in the 707, currently running in 7th. Keith Hanlon started 13th in the 17 in 8th. Bob Lacavara emerged at 5, started 12th in 9th. Lonnie Barrington started in 4th, and number 10 Bush Light Machine. He is currently running in 10th here. Hanover started in 10th in the number 69. Alien Machine? No? Or did he change it again on me? Oh, it's still the Alien Machine. Okay. Sort of kind of the Alien Machine. I had to look at it again. But he started 10th in 11th. But John Anderson in the Rini 56. Started 11th in 12th. Bill English in the Ford Mustang. I don't know exactly what he's running. Can't tell. He is in the 52, started 15th and 13th. Jeff Hollingsworth in the United States Coast Guard. He's got a bunch of other sponsors, the DAV on there as well. Number 97 started 3rd, not having a race he wanted out here tonight. He is currently running in 14th, and Chris Walker, it looks like just took his car behind the wall. So one driver out of the race here tonight. That is where everybody is running. As we are at 9 to go here, but coming to the stripe, it is going to be 8 laps remaining. about 1.4 seconds back behind Chris. Still have, man, we do have some traveling back here. Lonnie, Hanover, Bob, John. We got another little sardine package back here. Hopefully it doesn't turn out to be an open can. Oh! And by. Watch him on Hanover, TDA, Terry Adams. Racing it up back here. Looks like we got some more action too. Throwing around here very quickly. Yeah, up there. It's over with. But man, Chris Gutierrez, 41 laps under his belt. So regardless of what happens here, Chris is going to come away with the most laps led here tonight. But boy, he sure would probably love to go back to back, grab his third win of the season. If we take a look back at season 12 here, let me see if I can go back here real quick. Season 11. All right. Okay, well, it's not going to let me go back to season 12. Some oddball reason. Not sure. Well, we can go back to season 12 here. Season 11. And looking at it here. Chris Gutierrez did not have a win on the season 11. And like I said, I wish I could check 12, but it will not let me. We are on season 13. Keith Hanlon, Mike Whitaker right there, very quick. Now they're still, I wouldn't technically call them done. We're still neck and neck. 707, still right there on the tail. You got Hanover and John back up here for 4 to go. 12 more turns for Chris. 31 laps here. I'd have put him at about 35 laps. Now, of course, we're going to go ahead and bring it up. I'm sure everybody out there that's tuning in probably don't want to hear it. But as we hit 3 to go here at the stripe, they do have green, white, checkered attempts. If we do so happen to get a caution right now or anywhere between now and the white flag, well, that'll change things because, you know, everybody's going to come down, get fuel, get tires, and get right back out. I don't think track position at that time is going to be important. So, caution comes out. They'll rack them up, stack them up, do it all over again. If the white flag comes out, then whatever happens after that happens. There will be no more cautions. They will race it back up to the checkered flag. And I can tell you one guy right now that does not want to see a yellow is that guy right there, the number 6 of Chris Gutierrez. He does not want that yellow to come out at all, as he will hit 2 to go here at the stripe. Now all he's got to do is get back around, grab the white flag, and once he does, Well, that's it. Everybody pretty much separated anywhere between a tenth of a second all the way up to about, well, on the lead lap at about 2.5 seconds, maybe close to 3. Jeff Hollingsworth is about 37 seconds behind Bill English from what I'm seeing. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, still a little confusing when they're a lap down, but nevertheless, definitely spread out for sure. John Anderson, Hanover, battling back here for 10th. And Chris hitting the strike. 1 to go here tonight, folks. We're going to finish this under regulation here tonight. Now does Kevin Gunther have anything left in that 31 machine? He's only got, well, 2 turns to do it. I don't think he's even going to push the issue, folks. I think he is comfortable right where he is at right now as Chris goes through the tunnel turn. Now he's got to get out, in and out of turn 3 safely. And here he goes down into turn number 3. Chris Gutierrez. Wow. That will be his 3rd win of the season. And back to back for Chris Gutierrez. Wow. Awesome job, Chris. Back-to-back wins, 3rd on the season for that number 6. Kevin Gunther going to finish in P2. Dave Hunt P3. That is our podium finishers here tonight. Austin Williams P4. Charlie Woods will round out the top 5. But we're going to go ahead and get the top 3 down here for the MaxspeedTV. MaxspeedTV post-race show. Hang tight, folks. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with our top 3 here tonight, and we are going to pull up here that Star Wars number 6 machine who could actually talk to us. He was in another channel and, doing race things, wanted to be constant on a concentration level, Chris, and that is totally understandable, man. You got a real life spotter, and that definitely helps. So, but man, talk about a Pocono, tricky triangle. It looks like turn 3, along with the, passing and all that other good junk that come along with it. Looked like turn 3 was the trouble turn coming out of there onto the front stretch. It looks like it bit several drivers out here tonight, and you unfortunately got bit yourself after I ended up kind of talking to you a little bit there. And, man, talk about it. The recovery, coming back, winning it back-to-back, and your third win of the season, man. Mike's yours.
Oh, well, see, I wouldn't have known that you did the commentator jinx on me if you hadn't said anything. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'd been running 4th gear through there the whole run, and I knew we were going to be tight on gas, so I was like, okay, I'm not going to shift for a few laps to try to save, and I went through there in 5th, just like I'd gone every time, nice and smooth, and it swapped. And then I was just like basically locking it down and hoping I didn't get hit or destroyed. So that was unfortunate, and I thought I just screwed my night up. But buckled down, got a monster restart on one of those restarts. We went from like 7th to the top 4. Then battled Austin, got into it a little bit, didn't mean to, but we didn't wreck. So I mean, if he wants to use me up in the future and like that, Rub's racing, that's fine. I get it. I didn't mean to do that, but I was in a hurry. I knew I had a really good car tonight, and I felt this place owed me one from my stupidity last year of accidentally disconnecting before the race. So yeah, I was on it tonight. Very happy to get this win. I love this track. It's one of my favorites on the service, actually. It's just, I know it's kind of underrated among race fans as a track because it's not always close racing, but as a driver can absolutely make a difference of where you're shifting, where you're braking, how smooth you're being, how much tire you're saving. So it's a driver's racetrack, and it's a heck of a lot of fun to drive.
Well, I was a little scared coming into tonight as a broadcaster. We didn't have the biggest field, and it is summertime, so people are traveling, enjoying their time with kids and stuff like that, which is totally understandable. I was worried about it, but we did have 15 cars out there here tonight, and it actually turned out to be a damn good race out there. More super speedway style racing until that last really big stage there. We did have a few cautions, but, everybody pretty much tied together. You could draft. Hard to pass, though, even though you had the draft there. You just couldn't get the launch because the lines were so totally, each driver had their own line, but in and out of the corner, it seemed like everybody used the same line. You just couldn't get around anybody.
Yeah, for sure. There's one point early in the run when Kyle and Jeff were battling. They were side by side, and I'm just like, this is the worst situation for me. I'm getting no air to my front of my car. But yeah, I mean, that was when I stayed out after 7 lap tires. I thought that was going to be. I honestly, tires mattered. Like I wouldn't want to been on like 15 lap old tires, but that clean air, man. When I got to the front and I could run my lines, that thing was a rocket ship, even on old tires. Got us the second stage win. But I was definitely glad to have 4 for the 40 laps because I was on it. I wanted to make sure I built a gap, and I knew Kevin. He's very good at saving tires, so I know he does his thing. So I was kind of worried when I started seeing the gap close a little bit, but then it looked like I was able to keep it pretty consistent. So I'm learning this tire management thing. It's the only thing I've really struggled with. If I can stop overstepping myself once in a while and self-spinning, will be a lot better. But I'm really glad that I was able to overcome my mistake and still put it in victory lane tonight.
Maybe I need to miss more races, then you can win more, and go to tracks that you really know and broadcast those, and then you can win more and stop interviewing you.
I mean, I've waited a long time to be successful in league racing. I've been at it for a long time, and life circumstances, just different styles of racing. But these guys, for the most part, we get a little argy bargy, as they say, in Formula One occasionally. But we're clean. We don't just usually go in and dump people and stuff. I mean, you get a little rubbings racing, but these guys are really clean. They race hard, and we get long runs, and that's When I first came to iRacing, my strength was short runs. I mean, green white checkers were my thing, but I had to learn how to pace myself. And then as soon as I paced myself, most of iRacing started becoming short runs. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice to get long runs. And yeah, everything I learned here applies to everywhere else I go. So I'm very grateful to this league. Bob and Hanover do a great job putting it on. The guys are great. I mean, like I said, even if we get into disagreement, it's usually talk right after the race and we're good. We move on to next week.
Yeah,
But,
well,
yeah, this is an awesome group of guys. And I'm glad you put this on because it shows. I think we got some good talent in this field,
Yes.
and this is a league people should want to come race because we race. We don't wreck very often.
When y'all do, it's usually pretty bad. It looks like everybody gets involved in it.
Yeah, occasionally. I mean, occasionally.
Yep.
These things are hard to stop.
Oh yeah, they are, and we go to a track next week. I know you could go on and on and on, Chris. I know you're excited. I can tell in your voice, man. We do go to a track next week. You ain't gonna have any reaction time, especially if you're in a big pack, and that is Talladega, man. That is gonna be some true super speedway action there. Now you got a lot of momentum going into that race, man. What's it gonna be like?
I'm always comfortable on super speedways. I know I can win at super speedways. But it's gonna kind of have to be. I'm definitely gonna race smarter than I have at super speedways in the past because I am in the battle for the championship, and I think I've got a legit shot at it this year. So we don't need to have a bad night. I mean, I would be happy as much as I love winning. I'm thinking championship. So we can just bring home a solid top 5, maybe get one or a couple stage points. That's a good night. I just don't want to end up on the record last night, and that's kind of what's been happening to me in most super speedway races lately. So. Might be a little more conservative than people are accustomed to seeing me next week.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll see, man. We got a week, and then we'll be off a week for, well, actually be after the 4th, but, we'll be off the 6th. So, but anyway, we'll be off that week. So, however, one more race. Dega, man, awesome job again. Congratulations on your 3rd win of the season. Winning one race is hard. Winning two's even harder, and then going back to back. It's not impossible. It can be done. So, man, awesome job, Chris, man. Final thought, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, man?
Nah, like I said, just to everybody in the league, puts on a great show. Kevin's been a great teammate and a really good friend. We've developed a good friendship off the track. I'm having a blast. This is the most fun I've ever had league racing. And it's not just because I'm winning. It's just because the people in here are really classy about how they deal with disagreements and stuff. And that deserves a lot of credit because you can't say that about every league on iRacing. So appreciate everybody watching. Hope we put on a show for you. And we'll see you at the track next week.
Yep, we'll see you at Dega, buddy. Go celebrate your win.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh. All right, well, that is Chris Gutierrez. Let's get down here to Kevin Gunther here, finishing in that P2 spot. But Kevin, man, it was a Pocono, gnarly super speedway type style race, man. Until we got separated there, bud. Pretty much the same thing for you, man. How did you hold up out there? And you did finish the race out here tonight, like Chris did with 0 fast repairs used. Unfortunately, you did, get some damage there in the race here tonight. But, man, talk about it. Overall racing, how did you manage to hang on to it?
I didn't get wrecked.
I didn't get wrecked. Hey, just go.
I kind of just stayed patient, A couple times I was running behind a couple guys racing. They would get together and I would gain a couple spots, not really having to do anything. And just kind of took advantage of those opportunities. It was real hard to pass tonight when you got kind of stuck behind someone. It's real hard to get that run unless they made a big mistake. So I kind of knew once it kind of spaced out there at the end that Chris was going to have that one. He would have had to make a big mistake. We were turning very similar lap times there for the entire last stint. So I didn't really think I had anything for him, but I just tried to keep holding my line and hope something happened, but never happened. And,
Never happened.
Good race.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely good race. Now, as the race progressed, everybody did get separated. Now, coming down to the wire here, 4, 3, 2 laps left in the race, whatever the case may be. Was you hoping for a late race caution to set up a green-white checkered attempt, or was you just hoping to finish, it would go green the rest of the way?
I kind of wanted to go green the rest of the way. I hate when races get decided by, last second or last lap cautions there. Chris deserved that when he drove a great race, and I would have hated for something stupid to happen there at the end.
Yeah.
late caution. That would have just kind of ruined the vibe of the race. It was an awesome race. You know,
Yeah.
we had a couple hiccups there, but
Yeah.
it was a pretty good race overall.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell by just y'all's voices. Y'all are happy with the way things turned out. Yeah, there was some bumping and some banging out there here tonight, but you know that's typical Downforce racing. You guys race it up, and you know y'all's not afraid to go side by side, door to door with one another. Y'all do it each and every week. So, I mean, it was crazy. Now, one last question before we get to, of course, next week. If we did have a GWC attempt, would it be track position stay out, or did y'all not have enough fuel?
I had plenty of fuel.
Okay, so
I was 4 laps to the good.
Okay.
I don't know. I probably would have taken right sides and sent it. You know, I made it work here a couple times for me and got a couple wins out of it.
Well,
You know. It's worth a little bit something.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
It's always good to ask after the race instead of in the middle because you don't want to give out some secrets. So, you know.
Yeah, you know, I usually play. I don't even know what I did. There was one caution where I decided I was going to take rights and then took 4, and then sometimes I was going to take 4, and I was like, you know, I'm going to just take rights. So, it happens like that sometimes, you know.
Well,
decide what's going on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, Talladega next week, bud, be the halfway mark considering 15 races in the season. So that would be our halfway mark of the season, technically. But, you know, true super speedway racing next week. You know, how do you feel about it? It's a crapshoot. Anybody can win it. Still have the same, you know, 3 fast repairs if needed. You know, you're qualifying to 4 laps. So, going into that race, where would you think would be a good starting position? Front, middle, or start in the back with a few teammates?
First.
First?
Start first, because that's bonus points. So,
okay. You got me on that one.
That's not even a question. You always want to start first. It's easier to stay up front and make your way back up there, especially at a super speedway. It's hard to pass there. And, you know, I'm just hoping I'm lucky. You know, you never know what's going to happen. You could do everything right and still not win the race.
Exactly.
It happened to me last time I raced one of those things. So,
yep.
You know. You never know.
You never know. Super speedway racing is a crapshoot. Well, Kevin, awesome job there, buddy. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate P2 here tonight?
Thanks to Terry and Bob for putting on the league. Hopefully I carry some of this, you know, good vibes and fast racing to this weekend and working on Wheel and Modified Tour at Riverhead Speedway this weekend. So, you know, shout out to those guys. Some of them tuned in for a little bit in here. So hopefully carry those good vibes into this weekend.
Well, good luck in real life racing there, buddy. I know that's something that's totally different than iRacing. So
a little bit.
Well, you know, unless you have an actual motion sim, you don't feel the G forces in it, you know, in iRacing.
Well,
you
I
know,
don't get to get in the thing, so that's I don't even know what that's like.
I don't know either, man, but good luck. And not only next week at Dega, but this week, real life racing, buddy. Be careful. As always, you know the risk, you know, so I don't even have to go there. So, you know, Kevin, good luck. And, buddy, we'll see you next week at Dega, man.
All right, take it easy, DW.
You too, bud. All right, well, that is going to bring us down here to the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University 53 machine P3 here tonight of Dave Hunt. Let's go ahead and get him down here real quick. Dave, got a copy there, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, sorry it took so long. We'll take an hour with you, okay? So if you got to work tomorrow, you might be a little late. No, I'm just playing. But Dave, man, P3 out here tonight, buddy, Pocono. Man, how was it? I mean, we talked to you earlier in the race, and it looked like it was just a whole lot of good racing out there, man. How you feeling?
Yeah, there's a lot of good racing there. What slowed me up there on that last run is Bob and I were going at it there for, I don't know how many laps, 4 or 5 laps. We were side by side. I don't know if he caught that, but yeah, Bob and I were doing a pretty good job there. But as we were doing that, I was losing all them guys up in front of me. But then eventually I just started working myself back up there, but it took me a while.
Yeah, and it seemed like when you were around drivers, say it was you and two or three others, it could have been you and maybe two other vehicles. You guys could like do that little whole swapping thing and kind of catch the driver ahead of you. But if y'all went side by side for too long, the driver ahead of you, of course, would get further. The drivers behind y'all would catch up,
Yeah, exactly.
It was, y'all had to really, it looked like, be kind of, working together, but not really working together. It was difficult, it looked like, to pass out there. I mean, everybody's already talked about it. When you got up to, third out here and, coming down to the wire was, how was your tires? Was you good on fuel? Was you hoping or not hoping for a yellow? I mean, what was going through your mind at the time?
Well, I was plenty good on fuel, and I had probably the newest set of tires out there. I think Keith or Kevin and I think we stopped for tires on that last run, so I know I was good there either way. But yeah, I was just trying to. I knew I didn't probably have enough to catch them front two, but I was trying to get up to third there, and I made that happen.
Yeah, and you did, man. Awesome job. I mean, going into, of course, a big track next week. Talladega Super Speedway, it's a crapshoot. Anybody can win it. Got to definitely be careful, of course, and have teammates, make some frenemies, if you can. I mean, what's your mindset going into Dega?
Oh, I race in the OP league, so
Yeah.
I race Super Speedway every week. So I could probably race it with my eyes closed, I'm thinking.
Oh man, well I don't know about that, but I mean, yeah, OP, I know them very well, so I mean it's Vegas.
Yeah, it's just a lot of luck. You just got to stay out of the mess, and then with these cars you got to sort of work together. So you got to find, like you said, you got to find friends along the way to make it to the end.
Yep, and some drivers have teammates out here, some drivers don't. Some just gotta find somebody that'll work with them. It's Downforce is a great league. So
one thing good about this league is we're all work together anyway. So sort of makes it a lot of fun. Sure, there's a lot of respect between all the drivers here. Great league to be involved with. So if anybody's listening out there that's looking for a league that has a bunch of great drivers and a lot of respect and really enjoys this racing, check DRS out, because this is a good league.
Yes, it is. Downforce Racing is. Well, Dave, awesome job out here tonight, P3, buddy. I'm going to go ahead and give you the final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate and get ready for next week, buddy.
Well, I appreciate all the fans out there and family and friends that watch. My wife that gives me time to do this. You up there in the booth, Bob and everybody put this league on, and my sponsor, Emory Riddle Aeronautical University.
All righty, buddy. Well, awesome job, P3, here tonight, man. We will see you next week at Dega, buddy.
Sounds good. Take it.
Yep, see it. All right. Well, I don't know if he was talking to Hanover or not, so I went ahead and drug him back down there into the interview waiting room. Usually I go with the flow here, and if you're down there in the interview waiting, you get interviewed. So maybe I need to pull up Hanover here. We'll give it a minute. Yeah, okay, so maybe he's not. So let's go ahead and pull him up here. Hanover, bud, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, well, you're in the interview waiting room, and you know the drill. If you're down there, you get interviewed.
I was aiming for the quiet room. I must have missed.
Oh, okay. Well, man, it was a crazy race out there here tonight. Pocono, but, it was a lot of battling out there, man. How did your race go? Looked like P11 tonight, but talk about it, buddy.
Well, I had a clean race going, and then when that the incident where Kyle spun, I dove to the bottom, thought I had a clear shot, and then here come Kyle's car across the track, and I got bar soaked, and so I got shoved way back, and I had to work my way back up, but it was tricky. The car would hook on the same line 9 times in a row. You could come out of the corner, especially coming out of 3. You could hit that line and accelerate the same amount. Then the 10th time you got there, the back end would suddenly want to jump on you. It's like oil down spots almost.
Oh, man. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, So yeah, it kept you on your toes. In fact, it was kind of funny. Those of us who are in the back were battling almost as hard as the guys in front because we all wanted that 10th place finish.
Yeah, I mean, I even noticed that as, we had some battling going on up front, maybe 2 or 3 cars, and then battling in the middle with, 2 or 3, 4 cars. And you get back there into the back, and, you guys back there, 3 or 4 cars back there battling it out for, 10th, 11th, 12th, I mean, y'all were battling just as hard as what they were doing. But hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, nobody wants to come out last, So as long as I'm ahead of one other guy, I'm good, So everybody kept trying to, and it was tough, early in each run, you might have a shot at a good hard pass, catching somebody coming into one a little hot, and they slide up on you, and you could dive the inside. But once that right front started wearing, as the track got warmer through the race, you'd come in and do that same one, and then that guy that was normally sliding up is now holding the middle lane on you, and you had to kind of feather it, and then you'd come out of there heading towards the tunnel turn side by side. Well, then you got to decide which guy's going to lift slightly so you both get through the tunnel turn. So yeah, it kept us working through the whole race.
Well, I mean, it was an amazing Pocono race. I seen the car count. I was like, you know what, everybody's gonna get spread out. But here's the thing, Terry, y'all really didn't get spread out until, I would say, with about 30 to go in the race. Everybody was very close together. These cars,
for quite a while, I could look up at coming out of one. And I'd look up and I could still see the leader just starting to do the tunnel turn. So I know we weren't that far off of them. So, there's that, I want to catch them, but I want to save tires because if I push like heck trying to get to them, I'm going to burn my right front up. And then when I get there, I'm just going to fall back, So it was a lot of driving decisions as you were going.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, a really great Pocono race out here tonight with Terry. I'm not going to keep you any longer, buddy. But I am going to ask, Talladega next week. That is a true super speedway race. And then, of course, final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate P11 finish. Hey, I mean, you started 10th, finished 11th, so not too bad. But, man, Mike's yours.
Survival's the biggest part. Yeah, Bob for putting on the league, Mike for keeping track of all the ins and outs for the scoring, you for broadcasting, the guys for keeping a good level head and really good temper control when things have gone wrong. We've had some really quiet pacing laps. So I know guys are starting to get used to each other again, and it's making for a lot more fun racing.
Oh, yeah, and I know the car count a little low right now, but hey, it's going to produce some great racing. I know Talladega next week, it doesn't matter if you got 10 cars out there or 30, 40 cars out there. It's super speedway racing. Everybody's going to be together at some point.
If you don't have a drafting partner, you're out.
Yeah.
So you've got to make friends with at least one other driver at some point during that race.
Yep, and you do not want to make any enemies.
Nope.
All righty, Terry. Well, good night, buddy, and man, we'll see you next week, man.
All righty. As they say, it's Dega. What can you do but hang on and drive?
Exactly. Go fast and turn left.
And pray it sticks.
And pray it sticks, yep. All right, well, that was Terry Adams, TDA, as he's known out here. Hanover, as I've always called him. So, big shout out to, of course, Hanover out there for all he's done over here at Downforce as well. But let's get back up here and do our unofficial results, pending any admin stuff they have to do here tonight. But Chris Gutierrez is going to grab the win out here. His 3rd win of the season and back-to-back for him. Again, congratulations to the Star Wars machine here tonight on his victory. Kevin Gunther there going to finish in P2. Dave Hunt in 3rd. Austin Williams 4th. Charlie Woods 5th. Kyle Vincent Gilbert 6th. Keith Hanlon in 7th. Mike Whitaker in 8th. Lonnie Barrington 9th. John Anderson in 10th. Hanover Fist, who we just talked to there. TDA in 11th. Bob Lacavara in 12th. Bill English 13th. Jeff Hollingsworth 14th. And Chris Walker were rounded out here tonight in that 15th spot. But again, congratulations goes to Chris Gutierrez grabbing the win out here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here on MaxspeedTV. Until next time, folks, stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.